All right, so now let's jump into the home section. So what we are going to do is let's jump into the pages. Where is the pages? Here, and go to the home.jsx. This is the home.jsx, which is being loading over there. So I don't need this handle sign out option. Let me delete this, and let me delete this button. Save the changes. So you should be able to see the changes over here, the home. So if you have a look at this design home, it's been broken into two different layouts over here. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to break it into two different layouts. So for this class name, I'm going to say width, of course, it's going to be full, and height, of course, it's going to be full. And I'm going to use it as a grid, and grid column is going to be initially 1, but from the large devices onwards, grid column is going to be 2 columns. All right, so not 2 columns, I'm going to make it as a 12 different columns, so I can adjust it as per as how much I want it. So 4, and px it's going to be 6, and py it's going to be 4. Save the changes. Now it looks over here, right? So let's enable the word wrap, and then inside here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create 2 divisions. One is for the left section, and the another one is for the right section. So let's go ahead and create 2 different divisions over here, div and div. So this should bring 2 equal columns, right? You can see 1 and 2 is here. So I need to adjust it, how many column space that it's need to occupy. So it's going to take the complete column space, call space 12, call span as 12 initially, but from the large devices onwards, the column span is going to be 8, and overflow y it's going to be scroll, and the scroll bar, we don't need the scroll bar, so later we'd worry about this. So we need to disable the scroll bar. To disable the scroll bar, we need to say Tailwind CSS scroll bar. Search for Tailwind CSS scroll bar and install this package. Let's go here, go to the client, and let's say yarn add Tailwind scroll bar. This one, Tailwind scroll bar. So hit the end, so that will download, and copy this and put it into your tailwind.config.js. inside the plugin part, paste it over here, save these changes, and go to here home, and straight away over here I'm just going to say scroll bar none, just like that, right? Then save these changes, and in the right side division, this is going to be class name, and now you can see the first container is being pushed to all the way to the second, right? So it should take the column span 4, and height, of course, it's going to be full, and initially it's going to be hidden. It should be displayed only on the big screen, but for small screen it should be hidden, right? So let's fix this, the left section, because that's the place where we do have this banner options and everything, right? So now we are jumping into the banner section. So let's create a new component to display the banners and everything. So overall that we are going to bring a new component to bring that banners and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new banner component inside the components, new component called banner.jsx and rafce. Save the changes and export this changes from here, banner, and copy this banner and paste it over here, save the changes. And now we have to bring this banner straight away. We don't need this left container client. This is helpers, we don't need it. Home, let's bring this banner over here, banner, save the changes. Now you should be able to see the text called banner. So for the banner we are using this swiper. So we are using this swiper. Basically this is the swiper JS, which helps you to add some carousels into your websites, right? So this is the one that we are using. So if you click this get started option, you can see how to add these swipers and everything, and how to install every single part. Like you can understand, it's much better, right? So what I'm going to do is, so I'm gonna open the terminal, and I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to say yarn add swiper. Oops, swiper. So this will install the swiper package into your project. Okay, so then what we are going to do is, so let's jump into the banner. So what we have to do is so if you click the demos, if you click these swiper demos over here, you can see a lots and lots of demos over here, right? And you can see the core code and everything, core code, like how exactly it's been going to be displayed and everything, right? So instead of wasting our time understanding this swiper plugin, how exactly it's going to work, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste the code. So we don't want to waste the time on displaying this dummy record over here, just the UI design, so you can analyze it easily. So pause the video and understand this code. You can copy the code from the description below and you can put it into your project and make sure it's working fine or not, right? So I shared the code in the description below, so please go ahead and copy it and paste it exactly the same thing over here, and make sure that you added these wiper and these icons and assets. Make sure these asset links are coming from the exact same location, /assets, right? So make sure that you copied everything properly, save these changes if everything is opening properly, loaded properly, and there we go. So we're having a bunch of errors over here, right? The reason is because so I changed these names in the assets. So if you copy the code exactly what I provided you, you might run into this error or you might not get this error as well. So don't worry about this. If you ran into this specific error, so this is the error, it's not issue. The reason it's showing this, the thing whatever we are exporting from there, the avatar 1, avatar 2, all these things are ran into an error, right? So this one, the 5 4 3 2 1. So let's open the assets index.js. So what are the things we have? 1 2 3 4. So what I need to do here, all I have to do is to change to 1 2 3 4, right? 1 2 3 4. So then what I need to do, I need to change this 1 2 3 and 4, right? All right, so then what else? Say the changes. So here we go. So now we have all those images and everything fine. So everything is being loaded over here, but still it's having some problem, which is we're having some issues over here, which is nothing but the buttons icon. If you notice this button icon, you might understand what exactly it's looking like, the sign up button. So the sign up button, it's looking in a different color. Okay, so from hero primary to hero secondary, right? Save the changes. So now it's changed the changes over here. Look at that. So we have to do the same thing for that icons as well as this one. For all these icons, text black, because it's keeping the text as a black icon, black color. Lucky number, everything is fine. So wherever the term we are seeing this text black, duplicate it, change that text black to hero primary, so it looks in this color. All right, so that is looking perfectly fine to me. So this is the code which I given to you. So if you are ran into an issue, or if you don't run into an issue, that's totally fine. All you have to do is to copy the same code and put it over here straight away. It will work perfectly as it's supposed to be, right? Cool. And now what we have to do is, we already have this app data, so all we have to do is to bring the app data and display it over here. So that's what we are going to do next.